Hello friends and welcome back. In the previous video we reprovisioned the boat in Saint-Laurent-du-Maroni after our Atlantic crossing. We explored the historic town center, also known as Petit Paris, and had a deeply moving guided tour inside the Camp de la Transportation. We included footage of the film Papillon in our story. In this video, we sail 130 nautical miles to a small marina up the Suriname River. In 11 days being anchored in Saint-Laurent, we never saw commercial shipping, but now, when in the narrow channel with treacherous currents, we were pinching our butt cheeks when this boat passed. This yacht was anchored at the mouth of the Maroni River and had just arrived from Brazil, so we heard over the radio. We left Saint-Laurent with the last 2 hours of incoming tide against us, in order to have most of the incoming tide on the Suriname River with us upon arrival. With the wind on the beam and the 1-knot North Brazilian current from behind, we made good progress on this overnight passage. A beautiful sunset made the trip even more pleasurable. At 6 a.m. the following morning, we entered the Suriname River and gazed at the 17th century fortress Zeelandia, followed by the skyline of the historic center of its capital, Paramaribo. The architecture is distinct Dutch. Similar as in Saint-Laurent, there is also a shipwreck in front of the city. The Goslar was a German cargo ship. At the onset of World War II, the ship sought refuge in Suriname, then a Dutch colony, to avoid being captured by the Allies. On the morning of May 10, 1940, as Germany invaded the Netherlands, the Dutch governor of Suriname ordered the internment of all German nationals, including the crew of the Goslar. Anticipating this, the crew scuttled the ship to prevent its capture, causing the Goslar to sink in the shallow waters of the Suriname River. About a mile or so further upstream, we pass the Jules Weidenbosch Bridge, locally called the Boschjebrug. This 1500-meter long bridge, called after the 7th president of Suriname, was opened in May 2000. Along the waterfront we see some nice prime real estate. This unfinished villa belongs to a drug lord who currently serves his sentence in jail. Nobody we spoke to seems to know what this plant is about, except that it produces stinky black smoke. We tied up in the quaint little marina at the charming Waterland resort, where, a few hours later, we were greeted by Pauw, the Dutch owner. He organized the required paperwork and transport into town for our check-in with customs and immigration. Thanks for the service, Pauw. following morning, we woke up to the sounds of the jungle, and since we are deeper inland, it included the eerie roar of the howler monkeys. Every Sunday, Marina and Resort Waterland hosts an extensive brunch that is very popular with local families, who turn this visit into a weekend outing. There are luxury villas for rent in this cleverly set up resort. On a regular basis, you see complete trees being washed down the river, especially after heavy rain. This one missed the marina, but a few days later, a big trunk was caught between the boats. Luckily no damage, but it took a lot of effort to remove it. We rented a car to explore Suriname, and the first stop was the capital Paramaribo, an hour's drive from the marina. We parked the car in the historic center of the capital, near the Cathedral Basilica of Saint Peter and Paul, one of Suriname's best-known landmarks. What makes this basilica especially memorable is the combination of European cathedral design and stained glass windows with local tropical materials. Instead of stone vaults and pillars, we find soaring arches and intricate craftsmanship entirely in native hardwoods. A rare architectural achievement that gives the building a character unlike almost any other cathedral in the world. The cathedral was consecrated in 1885. Much of the beautiful interior is made from unpainted Surinamese cedar. The two 44-meter-high towers were finished in 1901. The organ is without pipes that were taken out for restoration a long time ago. The tomb of missionary Petrus Donders has a prominent place in the left wing of the cathedral. He is known for his work in and around the leper colony Batavia, where he died in 1887, aged 79. He was beatified as Apostle of the Indians and Lepers in 1982. Currently, his cause of death is under renewed investigation. If it turns out that he did not die from leprosy, it would be considered a miracle, and he would still be canonized. Our next stop is the Cotto Museum, housed in an unassuming residential building. Cotto means traditional dress or skirt, and the museum displays a collection of traditional Afro-Surinamese clothing. The outfit consists of at least 3 important components. First, the angisa, the traditional headscarf worn by Creole women. It originated in Suriname during the period of slavery. Enslaved people were required to cover their heads with a piece of cotton cloth, and they were not allowed to communicate with one another. However, by tying the angisa in a particular way, women were still able to send messages. This gave rise to the Vida Terre angisa. The 2 ends of this angisa were folded upwards, signaling that the wearer wanted to express her anger. New tying styles and scarf designs emerged after slavery ended. For example, this angisa is called Let Them Talk. The design pattern is based on Javanese batik Yampanesi. Or this one, Wait for me on the corner, is the message of this way of folding, which can be seen by the protruding point. It's a message to a lover. The otubaka is inspired by a car bumper. The Keti-Koti headscarf was made to commemorate the abolition of slavery in Suriname in 1863. Suriname's first flag is depicted twice with the Dutch flag. The 2 black hands in handcuffs with broken chains represent Keti-Koti. The chain is broken. The second item is the yaki and the shawl. The yaki is a short jacket with sleeves that ends just below the bust. 2 ribbons at the back of the yaki originally served a practical purpose. They were used to tie the front of the jacket closed while working in a bent over position, and also when going to church. Sometimes these ribbons are pleated in an accordion-like or harmonica-like fashion. If the ribbon is pleated along its entire length, it indicates that the woman is married. If only the lower part of the ribbon is pleated, it signifies that she is still single. If the ribbon alternates between pleated and smooth sections, it means that she has a husband or a partner, but he is living far away. Perhaps the most striking feature, however, is the shawl or the shoulder cloth. When it is worn on the left, the cloth crosses over the heart, meaning your heart is taken. When it is worn on the right, it signifies that you are still single. And then there is the skirt, also called Cotto, that can be up to 3 meters or 10 feet long. The excess fabric at the top is folded over to create a waistband. In the traditional style, a koi is also worn. This is a cushion placed on the lower back to create extra volume at the back of the skirt. Nowadays, there are many modern versions decorated with lots of prang-prang, that is, plenty of bling and glitter. next to traditional clothing, the museum also has some rare artifacts on display. A plantation owner often kept a mistress, commonly referred to as a sisi. A special chair was made for her. This chair, which soon became known as the sisi sturu or the sisi chair, has a distinctive design in which the backrest and armrest form one continuous triangular shape. This made it easy to place the chair neatly into a corner of a room. When the sisi returned home from church or a social gathering, she would place her headscarf and shawl on the chair. Because people believed that the sisi was always jealous of the plantation owner's lawful wife, the chair gradually became known as the diarusu sturu, meaning jealous chair. This is a banya bangi, an important and extremely rare ceremonial object from the Afro-Surinamese community. It served as a central ritual altar where offerings were made to honor ancestors. It also served as a symbolic seat for ancestral spirits during ceremonies, and for holding drawers in which money collected from the community was stored to help finance important ritual gatherings and dues. A due was a satirical, socially engaged musical theater and dance performance held by enslaved and free communities in Suriname, featuring stereotyped characters and sharp social or political commentary. This photo is of a diorama depicting a due performed by enslaved people, as displayed in a museum in Amsterdam. After this interesting museum, we went to Roti shop Joosje for lunch, since everybody told us you have to try roti in Paramaribo. Roti originates in the Indian subcontinent. After the abolition of slavery in 1863, more than 35,000 contract laborers came from British India, bringing their food culture with them. If you order roti in India, you get a flatbread only, also called chapati. The Surinamese made a complete meal out of it, with chopped string beans, potato, and a chicken or lamb curry. Upon entering the restaurant, we were immediately hit by the atmosphere, or better, the lack of it. Rating 1 out of 5. The rotis themselves were not bad, considering that this is the cheapest food you can get. We paid a little over $13 for 2 rotis and 2 soft drinks, and therefore we rate the food at 4 out of 5. Fernandez is the locally made soft drink. You order either Fernandez Red, Yellow or Green. Fernandez Red or Cherry Bouquet is the most popular. It is very sweet. Our next stop is Fort Zeelandia, but that is for the next episode. If you liked this video and found it interesting, then please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.